How do I change the sample rate for a sensor in SPARKvue? Every sensor, such as this wireless temperature sensor, has a default sample rate in SPARKvue. That defines how frequently measurements are recorded. In this example, the default sample rate for the wireless temperature sensor is listed here at 2 Hz, or 2 samples per second, and I can see that reflected in the data points that I've collected, occurring every half second, or 2 times per second. If I want to modify how frequently data is recorded from a sensor, I can go to the sampling options dial right next to the readout. And when I open this, I want to make sure that I've selected the sensor whose sample rate I want to modify, and I can choose the sample rate here using the left and right arrows. The default for this sensor is 2 Hz. If I have something that's changing more rapidly, though, I can arrow to the right to increase that. In the case of this sensor, the maximum sample rate is 10 Hz, or 10 samples per second, and every sensor or interface has its own maximum sample rate. If I want to record more slowly, for example, in a weather station, I can arrow to the left. And notice that after I go below 1 Hz, or 1 sample per second, the name changes to sample interval, and the units changes to seconds. This means I'll be collecting 1 sample every 2 seconds. And as I continue to go slower and slower, you notice that the units change appropriately. So for example, if I wanted to record once every 2 seconds, I'll press OK, and for the next run, my data points will show up once every 2 seconds.